Jim yields back. I now go to the chair of the full committee, Ms. Rodgers, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our witnesses. Appreciate you being here to testify. We look forward to hearing from you. This committee plays a critical role in ensuring America continues to lead the world in innovation, entrepreneurship, reducing emissions, and improving people's lives. President Biden's a radical rush to green building policy will destroy this legacy and make it more difficult for people to realize the American dream. Under the Republican majority, this Congress, the Energy and Commerce Committee has led the way to shine the light on how the Biden administration's agenda is wreaking havoc on our economy, our energy security, and our national security. And what we see is this war on American energy is pervading every aspect of our lives. Inflation, energy prices, grocery bills have all reached a historic level. People are struggling to afford basic necessities like gas, groceries, and prescription medications. And in spite of this, the administration and some Democrat-led states are making life even more unaffordable by doubling down on expensive mandates for solar panels, electric cars, electric appliances. It really appears they want to control every aspect of our lives and force us to do more with less. It doesn't have to be this way. The cost of buying a home in particular has reached an all-time high with a record average price of over $380,000. And aggressive green building regulations have been a major contributing factor in these price increases. Today, we're going to explore how the Democrats' rush to green agenda is increasing the cost of home ownership. We're going to hear from people with firsthand experience making construction materials, building homes, and delivering utility services in order to better understand how green building policies are impacting home ownership. We're going to uncover how the process to establish state and local regulations for building energy codes has been hijacked by radical environmental activists at the expense of the American people. This is an opportunity for members to judge for themselves whether the administration's bans on fossil fuels and natural gas are good for the economy and energy security, or whether Americans should be required to have things like rooftop solar panels, electric vehicle charging stations, and all-electric appliances if they make sense, and whether forcing people to pay more for less is a practical solution to deal with high energy bills and unstable electric grid. Policies like natural gas bans and electrification mandates are becoming increasingly widespread, especially in the more coastal blue states. At least 70 local governments in California, as well as dozens more in 7 states and Washington, D.C., have enacted some type of gas ban. New York has a statewide gas ban. Just recently, the Biden administration finalized new regulations to enforce a fossil fuel ban on all federal buildings, including military installations and residential housing. The Biden administration also finalized new green building regulations for federally backed mortgages, which will substantially limit the availability of affordable housing. It's a government-wide effort to go after homes and buildings. Dozens of agencies are drafting rules and regulations on buildings and homes to force this so-called green transition. These policies are impacting everyday Americans the hardest. For decades, America has been able to strike a healthy balance between affordable energy, a strong economy, while also continuing to be the leader in emissions reduction. And it is vital for Americans and their quality of life that we continue building on this legacy and striking that balance. So I look forward to working with Chairman Duncan and the members of this subcommittee to keep the Biden administration and states and local government accountable to the American people. And with that, I look forward to the hearing and I yield back.
Generally yields back. I now recognize the ranking member to